Hello world, I'm Dr.Genuks and I'm here to introduce to your attention my method of creation the Mecahnical Catapultist character. Uh, um, we all well know that Orlando Bloom is never aged. However, he sure needs some very good backup right behind his back to provide firepower when he is need to retreat back to the castle. So for this purpose, our alchemicals in Mage together designed special mechanical catapultist driven with magic, root beer, and alchemy. So this is the one, the sample especially, and under request the great wizard himself, I started to process this blueprint. So first of all, I'm going to use the healing lasso tool method, as I called it. So, which allows me to heal up and fix up every flaws along the shape, which you can see we have a little more. I prefer this method rather more than pen pash tool, because it never will be such a smooth. And this one is similar to mere painting, so we could achieve the most proper form to fit in. Once I've ended with selection, I cut it down and passed above the scene to compose the very foreshortening. And the background is in the background, and the personal character is above the background, which allows me to split up the atmosphere. So for the next step, I'm going to set up the perspective for our very foreshortening. Perspective is a very useful tool I've prepared especially in custom shapes, which allows me to set up the vanishing point and correct the proper proportions to achieve the divine proportions for my future sketch and the future character in the wall. Sometimes we are unable to catch up the right proportions when we are sketching with pencil on the fly, driven with just order of our creation. Order of our creation sometimes won't allow us to concentrate, to focus on such bollocks. But this is not a bollocks actually, this is a very crucial thing, the perspective, which allows our picture look much professional, much smoothly. Okay, I resize it up to set up it in a proper way. For the next step, I'm going to fix up my proportions in the blueprint itself. But before this, I'm going to make such thing like a line work in Manga Studio, like we do in Manga Studio. I need it all the way just because I need it for the next steps. First of all, I read off the color information from the picture with the desaturate. Then I increase the sharpness by removing or unsharpening the mask. And now I'm going to define my future brush. Obviously, I will need the brush which resembles the inker tool, like a ink pen or something like this. In Photoshop, we've got no especially pre-made such kind of instrument, unlike of Manga Studio, but I'm too lazy to switch down to Manga Studio, and now I'm going to define pre-made a very pre-made brush set just from my collection. So the brush pilot, very handy utility, you can see, which allows me to browse through my immerse collection of brushes here. For now, I ended up with inker brush, similar inker brush preset. So going to process my whole figure with the smooth ink, which allows me to define the very contour, the very silhouette. Now it's all finished. It's all finished that way. Still, I'm going to leave the background, which allows me to define the shapes very smoothly. The next step, I read off the redundant parts, and finally, I'm going to set up the perspective, the very perspective for my future sketch. The very perspective is that. So I set up the horizon line, as you can see, and define the vanishing points. So I can finalize the proportions. For this, let me set up the very scene, because some parts still appears to be a little unproportional, like this right leg. It appears to be a little bit spoiled. So I need this puppet tool along with the distortion tool as the topmost greatest tool to achieve needed results to best fit our proportions. Thank you for watching. To be continued.